Start. Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube classes. In this session, I am going to present you how to take a maximum marks in grammar sector. In the last video, we have uploaded regarding how to take a maximum marks in 4 mark sector and 6 mark sector. Here, in this class, I am going to tell you how to take out of 14 grammar sector. Look here, the grammar sector begins with the 4th main question. Read the following passage and answer the question set on it. It carries 10 marks. So when you are dealing with the passage, what my suggestion is, you need to skim and scan the passage entirely very quickly. Then go to the questions, read the questions intently, then come back to the passage. When you are reading the passage, automatically you will get the answers. So this is the one suggestion and tips and techniques to deal with the passage. Okay. So here if you want to read the passage, pause the video, read it entirely, then come back to the question center. I'll directly skip this passage right now. Look at the questions. Here, that passage is about the Confucius and his lifestyle, one of the greatest moral figure in the China country. So, which country did Confucius came from? The answer is China. So, when you are writing the answers, write as quick as possible and as short. So don't copy the entire passage in your answer script. If you are going to do that one, definitely you will lose the mark. Why I am going to tell this? Because if you copy entire passage, definitely there will be answer for all the 10 questions. But what is your reading comprehension ability? So that is why write the direct answers. If it is a one word or maybe a phrase or maybe a sentence. So follow this tips in your annual examination. Look at here, the second one, who named him Confucius, that is Catholic missionaries. For which government did he work as official, that is government of Lu. By whom were the provinces in China controlled, corrupt and greedy feudal lords. What did he do after leaving Lu? He started preaching whatever he had learned from the ancient Chinese writing. Mention any one of the elements of his teaching. The answer is how to lead a happy life, and there are so many other things are there. I just took this is the answer for you. How old was he when he started teaching? The answer is 22. Add a prefix to the word morality to form its antonym. Look at here, this is the new thing to you. It's a basic English grammar. Prefix, you need to add prefix before the word to give a opposite meaning to the morality word. Here the right answer is immorality is the right answer. Confucius was very wise and wisdom in his kingdom. You need to fill up with choosing the correct noun form here. Here Confucius was very wise about the saying, in his thinking. So look at the last one. Name the book written by his disciples about the sayings of Confucius, that is the book of Lun Yu. So these are the 10 questions. You need to deal these 10 questions as quick as possible. You do not waste your valuable time by reading and rereading. So that one. So first glance on the passage, skim and scan the passage, mark for the underlined important words, then go back to the questions, read all the questions quickly. When you are reading the passage for the second time, intently, definitely you will get the answer. This is the tips from my side. Okay. So here, the passage and the poem should be in a sequence. And you should write it in one place. Don't forget that. Look at the 25th question. Read the following lines and answer the questions. It carries 3 marks. Here there is a poem is there. Child, I have forgotten the art of being absorbed in sticks and mud peas. I seek out costly playing things and gather lumps of gold and silver. With whatever you find, you create your glad games. What has the speaker forgotten? Here, forgotten the art of being absorbed in sticks and mud peas. What wealth does the speaker gather? Costly playthings and gather lumps of gold and silver. Who does you in the last line refers to? That is absolutely child. Okay. So here they will prescribe the poem, read it very neatly, then answer the following questions. That carries 3 marks. Then come to the 26th question. Complete the following by filling in the blanks using the right form of the verbs given in bracket. Here, you need to follow up the passive form. So, most of the students are making a mistake here. And they are going to copy the entire passage. No need. Put the question number neatly, 26 like that. Write one after one by one. Okay. So, when you are writing the passive form in your answer booklet, in the toy kingdom, a council, look at here, a council is a singular. If it is singular, you have to take a past singular helping verb, that is called was. Was, look at here, the verb call is there. When you are writing the passive form, you have to write verb in a third form. Either it means verb in a past participle form. So a council is a singular. I took was as a helping verb and call V3 form is called. Was called is the right answer. Look at your answer, was called. And go through the question. To consider what dash in bracket could plus do is there. Okay, is there. Here, if the modal auxiliaries comes in the passive form, what you need to do? Could be, do, the third form is done. Could be done is the right answer. You need to add be because could representing modal auxiliary here. Could be done is the right answer for the second dash. And go through with that. It dash decide in the bracket to send a letter to the king of Italy. Look here, it once again representing the singular. That is why it was decided. Look here, decide, decided, decided. V1, V2, V3. So was decided is the right form for the third dash. You need to mention like this. Question number 26, the first dash was called and the second could be done and the third was decided. Like that in your annual examination. Okay, report the following conversation. This is very important as for your syllabus concern and this sector is a score booster sector. You need not make a single mistake here. Okay, you need to report the direct sentence to the indirect sentence. So when you are reporting, read it very clearly. Don Lara, there is a column and the sentence is there. Will you go to your bench tomorrow? Then Gonzalo, I will come to your bench. Don Lara, what are you bringing for pigeons? Gonzalo, wait for one more day. Don Lara, don't come late to the park. When you write like this, you need to take the reporting verb according to the sentence. In one of my video, I have already told how to identify the sentence and how to take the reporting verb and each and everything. If you didn't watch that one, go through that link. I will just give you in the description box. Watch that video. You come to know how to take all these things. Here, I will change it. Donna Lara, here the sentence is there. Will you go to your bench? Look at here. Will is representing helping verb. If the sentence starts with a helping verb, that sentence is called as a yes or no type of sentence. That is why I took asked as a reporting verb here. Donna Lara asked. Look at here. Asked Don Gonzalo. The connecting word to connect the reporting verb and reporting sentences, there are two are there. If and whether. So here the if is right. But if you didn't get a correct one, put a bar here and write whether. Both also acceptable, but if is the right one here. If for whether he would go to his bench the next day. Look at here, this is the questioning sentence. When you are reporting the direct sentence, you should change the questioning order and convert this yes or no type of sentence to the assertive sentence by beginning with the noun or pronoun. That is why whether he would go to his bench the next day. Here you change it as like a he, will change it as like a would. Okay. Beside the would, go wouldn't change because here it is mentioning already a past activities. His, you are changed as a his bench the next day. Tomorrow change it as like a the next day. Then put a full stop. That is the completion of the one sentence. Go to the next sentence. Don Gonzalo, I will come to your bench. Look at here. This sentence is an assertive sentence. That is why I took here told. Don Gonzalo told Don Lara that he would come to his bench. That why I took that because this sentence is the assertive sentence. Full stop. Don Lara asked Don Gonzalo, look at here, what are you bringing for pigeons? It is once again WH question. That is why I have taken here asked, questioning sentence that is. Don Lara asked Don Gonzalo what he was bringing for pigeon. Look at here. Are you bringing for pigeons representing present continuous tense, and here it is changed to the past continuous tense. What he was bringing for pigeons. Got it? Next sentence. Don Gonzalo, wait for one more day. Look at here. The sentence begins with the verb, action word. Wait, waited, waited. So, if the sentence begins with the action word, it is an imperative sentence. To is the connecting word here. Look at here. Don Gonzalo told Don Lara. Here, this sentence is not an order sentence. This sentence is not a suggested sentence. And this sentence is not at all enquiring something else. It is just a imperative sentence. That is why I took here told instead of all those things. Got it? Don Gonzalo told Don Lara to wait for one more day. Here, look at here. Beside the to, we have to write the V1 form because it is an infinitive verb. Okay. Beside the to, you need to mention only verb in a first form rather than the other form. If you mention to waited, that is wrong. Remember all those tips. One more time. Don Lara told Don Gonzalo not to come late to the park. Look here. It is a imperative negative sentence. Don't come late to the park. Imperative negative sentence. If it is this kind of a sentence are there in the question paper starting with a don't, you need to take not to as the connecting word in between reporting verb and reporting sentence. So that is why I took here Don Lara told Don Gonzalo not to come late to the park. So if you write like this, definitely you will get out in reporting sentence in this main report the following conversation. Definitely, I am sure about that. Look at the next question. Complete the following dialogue. Here they have mentioned the conversation between librarian and the student. So what you need to do when you are writing the annual examination, you need to follow the structure, same structure. But one thing you should remember, don't copy this sentence which is in the bracket. Okay. What you are going to fill, you need to underline for that. Here, for this conversation, I have made some preparation here. Look at here. Librarian, hi. Dash is there. Question mark is there. Offering help is there. So, offering help. He has to offer some help to the student. How you need to frame the sentence? Look at here. What can I help for you? The librarian is asking to the student, offering the help. Instead of that one, you can also write like this. How can I help for you? So at the end, you need to put the question mark. Look at here, question mark is there. If you do a small mistake here, definitely they will take the half marks. Got it? What can I help for you or how can I help for you? Both are acceptable. Then look the student dialogue. I am looking for a book, but I could not find it. Then look into the librarian dialogue. Dash is there. Asking for book name. He is asking for particular that book name which the student is searching. Look how he asked to him. Which book are you looking for? Look here. Which book are you looking for? Question mark. Question mark is there because asking for book name. Got it? Student. God of small things. Librarian. Do you remember the author? So the student dash is there. Giving author name Arundhati Roy. Look at here how he is going to say in that sentence. God of small things is written by Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy. Librarian. The book is on the second floor in Indian literature section. Student dash is there. I will go there. Expressing gratitude. Look at here. Expressing gratitude representing thank you very much or thank you so much. So you need to mention that one. Thank you so much, sir. Or thank you very much, sir. Or thank you, sir. Both are all acceptable. So expressing gratitude representing that one. Here what you all going to do that one. Concentrate on the greeting. Concentrate on the gratitude and some other expressions. I hope you have learned those things in first PUC. Especially these things are prescribed in the first PUC last grammar workbook. Once you go through that book and reread it. Okay. Look at the next main. 26. Fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate expression given in the bracket. Carries too much. My sincere suggestion is you need to read the textbook very intently. When you are go through with the textbook, definitely it will be the easy for you, because they will ask you particularly from your chapter. Look at here. According to Cullinan, apartheid in South Africa was dashed. Put behind us. Now I didn't read the answer also, but it is automatically come to my mind because I read the textbook so many times. So if you are going to read the textbook so many times, definitely you will come to know the answer easily. Put behind us is the right answer. But nobody knew that a wider and deeper echo apartheid would come in its place and dash a problem that would create another kind of separatism. The answer is grow into. So here they have mentioned the three expressions. Among the three, you need to choose the two right one. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the right linkers. So this is also from your textbook. So if you are reading the textbook more and more, you will get a lot of benefits. One, you will going to answer the 4 marks question and 6 marks question very accurately. And the second thing is, in the grammar sector, you will take a lot of good marks, because these are all the passages will come from your textbook itself. Okay. The gardener started narrating the story of Tamman and Basavaya to the owner's wife. Dash is there. Proceeding with the story, he started fumbling for words. Here the right answer is, after proceeding with the story, he started fumbling for words, as though he had made a mistake. The second answer, as though. The owner's wife was not interested in the story. She felt like going away, but stayed back as she did not want to hurt the old man. In the examination, don't copy entire passage. Write the question number 30 and write the answer like this. The first fill in the blank is after. The second one is as though. Third one is but. And the fourth one is as. That's enough. Don't copy the entire passage. Got it? Okay. Look at the next main. 31. Read the following passage and fill in the boxes given below. It carries 4 marks and 8 valuable answer carries half marks together, and totally 4 marks. Look at the passage here. Read the passage once. A Human Development Index has 3 dimensions. The countries in the world are ranked based on their performance in the areas of health, education and access to resource. In order to measure the performance in health, life expectancy is taken into account, whereas to measure the performance in education, rate of literacy is considered. The standard of living is appraised while measuring the performance in respect of access to resource. It is measured in terms of purchasing power in US dollar. Here you will get a link. Dimension of, what dimension of? Human development. Slow down. Human development. The second answer is human development dimension of, look at here, health, education, access to power. Sorry, access to resource. The third, second and third and fourth answer. Look at the fifth answer. It is measured by connectivity is there. 2 to 5, 3 to 6 and 4 to this box. So when we look into that one, health is measured through the life expectancy. And the third answer is education is measured through the rate of literacy. There is a connection. Look at here. Measured by one arrow mark is there. Okay. And the seventh one, standard of living in terms of purchasing power in US dollar. Seventh and eighth answer. So in the examination, no need to write all these table. That is nonsense. Don't do that one. Directly write the question number and write the answers like this. Scroll down. Like this. That's enough. And if they ask 1, 2, 3 for the box, write 1, 2, 3. If they ask a Roman number 1, 2, 3, write the Roman number. If they ask ABCD, write the ABCD. What they asked in the question paper, follow that one. That's it. Fifth one, write a letter of application in response to the following advertisement which appeared in the Deccan Herald dated 10th May 2019. Okay, it carries 5 marks. Here we already uploaded the video on how to write the job application letter. Go through with the link which is inside the description box and watch for that. Okay, focus on what they asked. That's it. And the 33rd, imagine that you are celebrating International Women's Day and you are required to speak on the occasion using the hints given below, write a speech in 150 words, it carries 5 marks. Instead of this question, speech writing, you will get a report writing. In between these two questions, you need to choose one, either the speech writing or the report writing. About the report writing, pie chart and the bar graph, we have already uploaded the video. Go through with the link and watch it. So about the speech writing, shortly we will going to upload the video. How to write the speech in your annual examination. What are the things you need to follow up? I'll skip this one. After 1 day or maybe a 2 day, you will get the video regarding the speech writing, and we have uploaded the pie chart and bar graph video already in our YouTube classes. Watch it. Last 2 main is there. One is 34th and the 35th. So look at here, this 34th main or the question, this is a hint from the 24th question. So you write the passage about the Confucius. From that passage, they have picked some 4 to 5 lines to mention and identify the pronouns here. Look at here. What do the underlined words in the following passage refers to? Okay, you need to mention what they are referring. So this particular passage will be taken from the question number 24th passage itself. So if you, when you are reading the passage, read it very closely, intently. Otherwise, you will lose some mark here. But it is not a big deal here. You need to mention what pronoun is referring here. Look at here. Confucius was born into a family of lowest level of aristocracy. They led a poor and miserable life. Look at here. They. It means who? They are referring here family of Confucius. Okay. Miserable life. Unfortunately, his parents died when he was very young. Here, his representing whom? Confucius' parents or Confucius. Their death completely shattered his life and he was forced to grow up in poverty. Their death, it means Confucius' parents' death or Confucius' parents, which taught him the hard realities of life. Look at here, their death completely shattered his life and he was forced to grow up in poverty. Which thought representing here? Poverty. His poverty. So like this, you need to take the things, especially pronoun, which and their, they and his refer to whom you need to mention here. So here also don't copy the passage. Write the question number, write the answer like this. They refers to family of Confucius, his refers to Confucius, they refers to Confucius' parents, which refers to poverty. That's enough. And the last question of this question paper analysis is 35th. Rewrite the jumbled segments into form a meaningful sentence. It carries 1 mark and they will ask you from the textbook itself. Look at here, teachers, Earth University, the Earth Democracy is there. Simple example. So what is the answer? The Earth University teaches the Earth Democracy. And this question will be taken from the 4th unit of your syllabus. Everything I need to know, I learned in the forest, written by Vandana Shiva. So my sincere suggestion is, if you want to score more and out in the grammar sector, read textbook more. Practice for 1 or 2 times when you are attending the examination. This is the right time. You need to adopt all these things for better marks. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed the session, and if you want any doubt, comment me in the below the comment box. And about the pie chart and bar graph video, about the job application video, about the personal pronoun reference video, about the reported speech, and some other concept videos are already uploaded in our YouTube classes. I'll give a link in the description box. Go through with link and watch it. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.